Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the Print on Demand Challenge Day 25. I'm excited because next week we're going to begin to explore all of the print on demand sites, and so I'm looking forward to that. I did want to, the one thing I didn't do in here was I didn't actually bring up some of the sites so you guys could see them. I think we went to Printful and Printify, and I think those are the only, and we may have gone to Redbubble. I don't remember. So I'm going to pull up, not to take a deep dive into the sites. Now, I have sold off of Printful, Printify. I got started selling on Teespring. I have sold off of Zazzle. So I've sold off a few of these. And that's what I'm saying, as you go on this journey, you're going to see a lot of different site options that are available to you, and you can explore them and check them out and see which ones you think are going to work best for you and your business model. So let me pull up some of these real quick. I think it's Print Aurora. I think that's what it is. I'm doing that right? No? Yeah, I got it right. I'm just doing this from memory at this point. Printful, Printify, Redbubble, Sellfy. So Teespring is evidently becoming spring. I don't know that it's, let's just see if Teespring, is becoming spring. So I don't know if I go to spring.com, if it's going to redirect me or whatever. I didn't pay attention to that the other day. So that was totally on me. Let me go back. Guten. And I'm trying to remember all of them. Yeah. Print Aurora, Zazzle, and Sunfrog. Sunfrog is already up. So I feel like I'm missing one. I might be missing one. Oh my goodness. I have got to resolve this. The one thing about using Google Meet, we may have to move to another platform, because I'm not used to people just not popping in on their own. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have 9 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, missing one. Who am I missing? Oh, well, that didn't work out at all. And I've never seen that before in my life. To Printify.com. Right one? Zazzle. Redbubble? Maybe it's Redbubble. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, and I have used Redbubble before. Okay, so today we're gonna go through a couple more, 3 more sites. First, before we get started, does anybody have any questions before we get started? Okay. All right. I am working on the email to go out after this meeting. I was actually going to send it before this meeting, but I got busy talking or meeting with my business partner, so I apologize for that. And I will get the email out as soon as we finish. It's drafted. So Teespring is evidently becoming spring. I don't know if it, by the time you're ready to get started, if it's going to be spring.com or if it's, you can still go to Teespring. But I will say, I talked about them yesterday. I have actually used Teespring. It was one of the platforms that we used. I used to be part of a group called Neos. And so we would sell our hoodies and t-shirts, merch. And our slogan or our quote was no excuses, only solutions. So we sold off of Teespring. That's where we sold our shirts for our team, for our group. And it's a great platform. It's easy. We didn't have to touch any of the inventory. We just had to end the campaign. So if you are looking, some of these platforms will allow you to do fundraisers. So if you're looking to do a fundraiser, like I think Custom Cat allows you to do fundraisers. If you are part of a group or something, then that's another opportunity. I believe that may be sort of an unsung opportunity for people who are passionate about nonprofits, but they're not really sure what to do. Considering creating a print on demand campaign and allowing that particular supplier to, process all the orders. People can go directly to the website, so you can create your own front end page. They can go directly to the website, and then you can end the campaign. And then the proceeds, the difference, will be sent to that nonprofit. You probably want to coordinate with them because you need to know where the check is going to go, and there may be some level of 501c3 verification, but just know that a couple of these platforms will allow you to do fundraisers. So with that being said, we're going to move on. So today we're talking about Print Aurora. And the thing about them, some of the pros, is that you have some custom options to make your brand sort of stand out. They have ways to enhance your label and enhance your products. There's no setup fee. There's no monthly subscription fees. There's no minimum requirements to order. That I do like. Most all of them have a mock-up generator, so I guess that's pretty standard. And they do have some manual order options. So much like if you were to go to a local like print shop locally, sometimes that makes sense depending on what it is you're trying to sell, that you work with or coordinate with local printers in your area. And I've done that before for a autism fundraiser. I worked with a local printer in my area. So if you go back through my Facebook history, you'll see some of the shirts that we designed for the autism walks that we've done in the past. But when you work with local printers, you can do one-off orders or orders that are specific or targeted for a period of time. So we needed shirts for initially when I placed the order, it was autism shirts for adults. But then because my kids at the time, I don't know how big my kids were, but they were tiny. So we had to get kid sizes. Well, that was not part of the original order. So she had to do those one-off. And just being able to have that flexibility sometimes with local printers is a great thing. Evidently, they have the ability to allow you to do some unique one-offs. So that is a good thing. And they make it easy for you to track your customer orders. But they have sometimes slow customer service, so it's been said. The shipping costs can get expensive. And I don't know what no video production and photography services means. So I got to go back and look that up because I don't know what that means. I'm just going to be honest about that. So this company makes it easy for you to understand your cost and figure out what your costs are going to be. Sometimes when you go to different print-on-demand sites, it's not easy to figure out what your costs are. So I forget, I think her name was Anissa. She asked a great question yesterday, like what are the things you look for in a print-on-demand supplier? So if you create an account with them, just so you can get an idea of costs, then you can maybe use them as a baseline since they are somewhat intuitive on helping you to figure out what your costs are going to be. You don't have to place an order, just, set up your account and begin the process of acting like, well, uploading your design, whatever, and acting like you're going to place an order. So just so you can see what the page looks like. And from there, it might give you some insight on where to start looking as you begin to explore the other print-on-demand providers, because there's a lot of print-on-demand providers, a lot more than people realize. Zazzle, I have used Zazzle. They have a great site if you want to print planners and calendars, but they don't allow. The problem we have with them is that they don't allow custom sizes. Like they have a standard size and that's it. That's your only choice. Or they have like 2 or 3 sizes and that's it. So if I wanted to do like a low content book with them, I couldn't upload all my individual pages. So I was like, this is a problem. So ultimately I went with Lulu, but Zazzle does have a lot of features and functionality that I actually did like. Trying to figure out how to use them. The other thing about Zazzle is, as a designer or as a person that puts up some designs, you can throw your designs up and have them be purchased directly off of Zazzle's site, much like Redbubble. But the thing is that if a person comes and they see your design, so like let's say you create a t-shirt that says "Make it a great day," and they want to do "Make it a great day, Bob," they want to add the word Bob to it, then you can still get paid a commission off of that customization, which is fantastic. So you can still get paid, a royalty, a fee, whatever, off of that customization. So keep that in mind. They do have over 1,300 different print-on-demand products. They do. They sell a lot of print-on-demand products. And there's templates to help you get started. It is a well-known site, just like Redbubble's a pretty well-known site. And the transaction fees, they do apply to some purchases, and you need to make your own store and advertise your own brand. So unlike, I forget who it was, I think it was Sellfy, like they do a bunch of marketing things for you. Zazzle, you're going to have to set up your own everything. So keep that in mind. They have a lot of products. Sunfrog. I have used Sunfrog as well. They have an easy to use backend, minimal upfront cost, and they are a great way to get attention on your designs. Now, here's the deal. If you're a person that has created a bunch of designs and you want to build a brand, then Sunfrog is probably for you. I will say maybe a few years ago, they weren't exactly where they are today. Their site looks completely different than what I remember. And so they have like evolved over time to what they can do to help you and help your product get more exposure. So again, if you're creative, Sunfrog may be for you. If you're not as creative, they may not, it may not be a fit for you. I would tell you their site is slow. I did actually pull up their site today and I was like, geez. Y'all got to do something about that because people will just leave. I thought it was my screen. I'm like, I know I have 9,000 windows open, but this should not be this slow. So, and your profit margins can be a little low. I will say your profit margins, it will feel like on some platforms that your profit margins are a little bit low. On Zazzle, you can set what you want your minimum profit to be. That may mean that, your product, depending on if you price yourself out of the market, your product may sit there. So in most cases, it is going to be about volume. It's going to be about resonating with a specific audience, doing a good job with your keywords, using the tools that we previously talked about, and making sure that your product resonates with your audience and putting it in front of them when you have the opportunity. So with that, I think this is Sunfrog's site. Let's just see if it comes back to life. All right, we'll just let it do whatever it's going to do. It's going to take its own sweet time. All right, so we'll come back to that. Then we have Printful. As you can see, it's still spinning. So Printful, I think we've looked at Printful before, and this is where I was talking about the different products. If you want to get a feel for the products that are available, let me minimize this a little bit. Start thinking about your game plan. Start thinking about your strategy as it pertains to the conversation we had last Saturday. Okay, there we go. Come on, there we go. So as you can see with Printful, again, you only need to just pick one just as a test and as a start. I'm not asking you to put designs on everything else, but I will tell you the strategy that we talked about last Saturday. So go back and watch. I think Larry has uploaded all of those. The strategy I talked about last Saturday is like being strategic. And some people might call it batching, like batching, putting together a batch of work. I don't necessarily call it batching. You can call it that if you want to, but just having an idea of what are you going to work on for this week so that way you can start off the week putting together maybe the designs or the idea and the concept, doing that level of research, and then beginning the process throughout the week to be able to upload products. I think the next time I'm going to do the print on demand challenge, or maybe next weekend personally, I might just sit down and see if I can put up 30 designs in one day, because it's entirely possible when you create different variations, and putting up 30 designs in one day may just stem from a starting point of 5 designs, or it may just start from stem from a starting point of 10 designs, and then somehow you superimpose them on X number of products, and you've done them in different colors, and you've changed the font. So you have some that are white letters with darker backgrounds, some of them with dark letters with a lighter background. So it is easy to do that level of creation. You just need to make sure that whatever product you're creating, that you're investing the time to do that it resonates with your audience, or that you've put in the keywords and the key tags that are going to help your product to be seen. So I might do that. I might do a 30 product day challenge where I just say, okay, today I'm going to show you, you can create 30 products, 1, 2, 3, go. And I may just record it live so you can see that it is somewhat easy to do once you kind of get the feel and the hang of the platforms. Not the feel for the tool, which is Canva, because again, you have the capacity to do it with Canva. And then you begin the process of getting familiar with the platforms. And with all of that, putting up the listing is probably the longest thing that's going to take you the most time. The creating the design, downloading it, and then uploading to the platform is probably going to be the fastest thing. It's creating the listing on Etsy. It's going to take the most time. And if you, again, do the research like I kind of mapped out last Saturday, where you work on use Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as sort of your planning, prepping, research time. And so you have an idea. You can build a template for the listing so you can literally just fly through the other days with copy pasting the listing and making some slight edits to it. And it's just, throwing those up pretty quickly. I say that, and you guys are probably going, she is completely nuts and crazy. There's no way that I can do that. And I am telling you, there is a way you can do it. I promise you can do it. You just got to get comfortable with Canva, and you got to get comfortable with Etsy. And so once you get comfortable with Canva and you get comfortable with Etsy, you actually can push out volume, because print on demand is a long game, and it's around volume. It's also around those keywords and making sure that whatever platforms you decide you want to sell your products on and wherever you're going to put your designs, you can put the same design on multiple platforms. You can. That you are consistent about it. That is the thing. Someone unmuted. Hello. What question do you have? No question? Okay. All right. So
you said when you do it, I would like to see it.
I might record it live. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm doing it
live. But I would just like to see it.
Okay. Yeah, the thing that's going to take the longest is I'll have to build out the templates first for the listings themselves, meaning the text and everything, titles and text. But the design part, that's fast. I mean, it is.
So will you be putting it on one item, or will you put it on several items? Will you just put it
more
on...
than likely to do the challenge to get through 30 products? Like I'm probably going to put it on multiple items. Okay. So like I said, I probably will start with 5 designs or 10 designs and then put them across multiple products. But my goal will be to put them on products where it makes sense. I'm not just going to put them on like a random product that doesn't make sense. I have to think through that. And that's the reason why I said Saturday and Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday and Monday is a great time to game plan for the week. And then you do the work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So go back and watch the last Saturday session, which was the 18th. I think it was the 18th. Cassandra and Charlotte, I think, were on that session. So you guys can tell me if I got the date right, but I think it's the 18th. So if you go back and listen to that, you'll be able to say, oh, okay, I get it now. Like you're putting the same design on a couple different products. You may change the colors. You may, make some changes here and there. So Printful, I think we looked through this. And the great thing about Printful is that if you're looking to get into eco-friendly, you can see that this is, they have a section for just eco-friendly. So that means that you can potentially charge a premium fee if you decide you want to superimpose your design onto some eco-friendly stuff. You just need to be prepared to write that listing in such a way that it will resonate with those people, or they will be able to find your product. In other words, we're doing that drive-by. Always visualize that drive-by that I keep talking about. I talked about early in this journey, is that your goal is to do something that's going to make them stop scrolling, because people are scroll happy when it comes to being online, when it comes to being on their phone. It is scroll happy, and your goal is to get them to stop scrolling. So it has to resonate with them somehow, some way, via either the words or the image itself. And the image is going to matter the most. Then they also have a list of bestsellers. They're telling you what are the things that sell. And here's your pillowcases. Again, pillowcase designs. Some people are not thinking about that. So creating those products and then, maybe selling your pillowcases on Amazon or Walmart or eBay. Again, going beyond what you're thinking right now, Facebook Marketplace, Google Shopping, whatever works for you. Think about that. So this is Printful, and it is one of the well-known platforms. Then I think we also looked at Printify. So their catalog, you don't have to rest your mouse, which is good. And when you go to their catalog, like the list of things that you can superimpose your images on are fantastic. They also appear to have the eco-friendly section, and they have their bestseller section. So again, if you want to this weekend be game planning, go back and listen to the 18th, kind of think through it. Don't overthink it. Just choose one product. If you want to make it simple and say, I'm just going to put it on a coffee mug, that's fine. Because you're doing smoothies, if you just want to put it on a tumbler, put it on a tumbler. Like, figure out something simple that resonates with your theme that you've already pulled together. So for like Charlotte, she's doing scripture, so she could put her design maybe on the cover of a notebook. Make it easy, a journal. On the front, put a scripture on the front of the journal, maybe put some, I don't know, flowers across, whatever, pick out a color. So in some cases, pick out a texture. And again, sites like lulu.com, you get to pick what type of cover you want. So that's just why I say pick a texture. But go through that process. Don't overthink this. Think about what you've already created the last 2 weeks, or last, I guess, technically 3 weeks at this point, and go with that. Don't choose t-shirt if that's not what you've been working towards for the last couple of weeks. Unless you just want to do a t-shirt, go for it. If you just want to do a t-shirt, pull out your My eCom planner and choose, I don't know what's happening in the, I don't know. Let me go look. We're going into June, and hey, we're at the halfway mark for those people who want to, I won't say panic, but we're at the halfway mark, guys. So, put that civil rights, create a civil rights shirt, create a World UFO Day shirt, create a Bikini Day shirt. That's probably going to be an easy one to pull together. Workaholics Day shirt. Like, again, just put a design on something. If you want to do a t-shirt, go for it. The print on demand, the eCom planner actually has some great stuff in there as a starting point. Okay, so then we have Zazzle. And with Zazzle, as you can see, they have a shop. Okay. And then they also have a sell. So if you go look at shop, like these are all designs that people have put up here. And so again, if there's something that you like, whoever put the design up, if you want to customize it, modify it to make it your own, then you can do that and they will get a royalty. So if you're a person that just likes to create stuff and you just want to create a bunch of stuff and put it up, create a bunch of stuff and put it on Zazzle. Okay. If you want to sell, then this is where you start the process of selling, and you can set your royalty for the designs that you put up to 20%. So there's many different ways to do this print on demand thing. Dun, dun, dun. All right, this is Sellfy. Oh, and there was a 20% off that popped up. So Sellfy features, let me go to features. Oh, could I have scrolled down? Hold on, let me just go back to the main page first. Can I scroll down? Yes, I can. You just can't see the scroll. Okay. So you have the ability to create your own store, which is what we talked about before. If you're a person that's thinking about Shopify, you want to create your own sort of simplistic version or something like that, you can do that. You see the starter. Now I will tell you Shopify is less than the $22. So just so you know that. But you can put up to 10 products on a zero cost free store, print on demand products and physical products. So you can create your own storefront for absolutely free. You can only put 10 products though. So no cost to you if you are following the Nicole model of, hey, let's not spend any money until we have to, or until it makes sense. If it makes sense, or until we're into profit. And so you can go through and look at that and then begin the process, create your account, and begin the process of creating your print on demand designs within this tool. Okay. So if you go under features, you'll see all the features and the ways in which you can create products. But yeah, they'll allow you to do a front end, and then you can upload your designs and superimpose them. Printora. This one looks very, very simple. At least the front end looks very simple. It's not anything fancy like Printful or Printify. And you can look at the list of products. Very straightforward. Nothing exciting. Looks like it's the same. It almost feels like the same models over and over again. They all look like they want to ball up their fist. But anyway, I just don't know if I'm the only person that noticed that. They all look like they can ball up their fist and punch you. But anyway, some very simple, so very simplistic. They've got t-shirts, tanks, dresses, onesies. So onesies always a great one. Think about the little kids. How many people? I mean, like, okay, I always have this running joke that you can make a lot of money with kids, babies, kids, and pets. Like, these are things that are never going, and beauty. Things, it doesn't matter what happens, whether you're in a recession or not, whether something has happened. People are not willing to give up their pets. If they're pet lovers, they will be pet lovers and go broke as pet lovers. Okay. And the dogs will, stay with them and live with them in the car. And that's just the way it is. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying these people are passionate about their pets. I'm passionate about when I used to have a dog. The dog that's here now is not mine, but it's my brother's. Well, my point is they are very passionate about it. People are not going to stop having babies. Okay. So there's always going to be an opportunity to make money with babies. I'm just telling you, babies, kids, go through the full life cycle. Like, you can make a lot of money with that, because kids will grow out of clothes. They will tear up clothes. They will destroy clothes. They will. And so parents are always in the perpetual state of having to buy clothes. So why not, again, think about that and how you can monetize that fact. That is a fact. Beauty. There was a study that was done, and not that there's anything immediate that I can think of from a beauty standpoint that's print on demand, but I just want you to know, as a seller, there was a study that was done on things that people will continue to buy during a recession. And those people that are adamant about looking a certain way and feeling a certain way, like even during the pandemic, that beauty supplies, like people, if they couldn't go to their beautician, they would still go to the store and buy hair dye to dye their hair. Again, even if they couldn't be seen by anybody, they still wanted to dye their hair. It's okay. If you want to look good for yourself, go for it. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I am not that chick, but my point is that no matter what the conditions are, beauty products and beauty related products always sell. Even if you don't want to sell the products themselves, you want to sell the accessories like the brushes, the sponges, all that other stuff. That is a market that never goes. You can look at the stock market and follow the trends for the beauty companies. Just go look at that alone, and then compare that against when there was the, not necessarily Great Depression, but there was recessions and, all of the stuff that was happening. Those companies were steady eddies. Just go look at it. Go do the research yourself. So babies, kids, and beauty. I'm just saying, think about those as opportunities. And then you've got wall art, drinkable, drinkware, masks. So you've got a few different things here that you can choose from. And again, they are a basic site, and they make it very easy for you to understand what your cost is going to be. So again, you have the mock-up generator. You can use that and play with it. Spring. So if I rest my mouse on it, it says the word spring, but of course the URL says Teespring. So something's going to evolve here at some point. So just letting you know. So with them, again, you have, let me see, they don't have a products section. So you just get to start creating trends. So you can scroll down and see what's available. And then if you want to be a creator, go ahead and be a creator. But, begin the process. And then they also have, of course, the shop now where you can just buy stuff. This is stuff that was already created, designs that are already up. So you can list your products on their site. So that's another one. Then this one is Guten. So Guten, let me just see. Industry, apparel, catalog. Okay, so their catalog, fashion, some of the same that the others have. Home and lifestyle. Oh, they've got an outdoor. Oh, I'm interested now. Kitchen, blanket, bath and bed. So now I'm interested. I think this is the first time I remember seeing, I probably have seen it before, just didn't pay attention, outdoor living and bed and bath. So now I'm interested because, again, I sell on other platforms. I sell other products. I'm used to wall art. I'm used to seeing that all the time. Accessories, I'm very used to seeing those. Although Weekend fun looks like that's something worth looking at. Then they've got baby, pets, drinkware, and they've got holidays. So just because we're here and just because I'm curious, I want to go see what they have on outdoor living. Oh, not a lot. The flags and the mats. Okay. Yes, I've seen the mats. I would not have thought that would be under that, but that's okay. That's good. And then bed and bath. I'm curious. Come on. It's thinking. No? There we go. Oh, okay, shower curtains and oh, okay, this is a bath. Oh, bedroom. Okay, ottomans. Ottoman covers. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. So again, now this is going to probably give some people some other ideas. Oh, look at that. Makeup beauty, customizable outside, compact mirrors. Mhm. Yeah, just had not ever played looked at that. So it's just like, hey. And we already saw baby travel. I'm interested in weekend fun. What's in weekend fun? Let's go see. So weekend fun, just fanny packs. I would expect that for sure. Car seat covers. I've seen that many, many times. Cosmetic bags. I don't, and nothing immediately makes me think of weekend fun. Although puzzles, there you go. Those people who have design ideas around puzzles, make your own customizable puzzles. Start your journey today. So yoga mats. I think I've seen most of these weekender totes. Maybe it's the totes. So again, come to some of these sites, look around, see what they've got. And then last but not least, Redbubble. Redbubble has a lot, and you can put your own designs up here, but their navigation is up here at the top, which makes it a little bit easier. You can go through and see what's available from a print on demand standpoint. Redbubble is definitely known for the stickers. A lot of people will design or create stickers and sell stickers and source stickers. I still sell autism related stickers to put on your car in the front and your front door for your house. So stickers are something to think about. Okay. So you got 9 here. I think we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. So 9 that we've kind of gone through. And I'd encourage you just to come check these out. We are going to look at 3 more tomorrow and 3 more, more than likely Monday. And then we will, and on Monday, we'll probably go ahead and begin the process of choosing one to superimpose a design on. Very much or very similar to what we did or what I did with the coffee mug with Canva. So, any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
On Etsy, they have motivational quotes and all kinds of things like that. I guess that you can download and then put it on t-shirts. Do you
Yep.
recommend that?
Absolutely. If they have, you have to read the terms of use of those already available to you. They're probably SVG files or PNG files. And so if they are allowing you to resell them, then yeah, you do need to
Oh,
read what the guidelines are for doing that. So,
hmm.
yes. So you got to read motivational quotes. So I'll just choose this one, PNG.
They got baby funnies. That's cute.
Yep. So this person is selling a bundle of motivational stickers. And so when you come down here,
Mm-hmm.
most of the time they will tell you whether or not it's okay for resale or not. No
So that
refund,
means that
terms of
now,
use. So if you want to buy their design that they created
right.
and you want to sell it, so it says, so you can't sell their files, but selling as transfers. Like if you want to put it on a product, if they say sell as transfers, commercial use, there's a link there. So if you want to read it to make sure that if you buy this design and you plan on reselling this particular product,
Uh-huh.
meaning I'm going to put it on a t-shirt, I'm going to put it on a tote bag, I'm going to put it on whatever,
Right.
that you're okay with doing that. You need to make sure that they say it's okay. Otherwise, you can go
Oh,
create
okay.
your own version of it, or you're going to have to find another person that's going to allow you to buy their stuff and then do something with it.
Oh, okay. So you can still create your own version of.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of these, like unless there's very few quotes, inspirational quotes that are copyrighted. Like you can go
Right.
do a Google search for copyrighted inspirational quotes. There are so many quotes out there. Quotes from
Right.
Warren Buffett, Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson. Like there are so many different quotes that are out there that are not copyrighted or trademarked. So you can use those. They are considered. Oh, I forget the word term only because I'm being forced to think of it right now. I said it in another session. It's free something. So again, if it's not, if it is not copyrighted, and you want to go do that research, you can use that quote all day. Like it's out there. I forget what the term is, and I can't think of it right now, but I've taught it in one of the other, 25 classes. Somebody will unmute themselves and remind me what the term is called. But anyway, yeah. So as long as you read the terms of use for the bundle that you're buying.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
you could be that person that comes up with designs that you because sometimes people will buy these and they want to use them for different things, like maybe they're using them as wall art, or they're using it for a bridal shower or something like that. Like they want to
Right.
use it for specific things, and so it's a specific limited use. And so if I am making t-shirts for brides, like that is the only purpose that I can use it for, that kind of stuff. So you have to make sure that you read what it says, the intended use.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yep. So, but there's a lot that are available out here in the universe, and then you can make your own. Just remember, you have the ability to make your own, and they're easy to make within Canva. Like every single one of these, I'm telling you, all the fonts that are available inside of Canva, you can make all of these yourself. But if you want to buy them, that's fine. And then I think we looked at Creative Market about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. So you might just go back and look in the training, because we actually went to Creative Market and kind of just eyeballed it. And so you could see what's available. I say, where they have a bunch of different designs. People will create stuff and put it up on Creative Market, and then from there, you can buy them directly from Creative Market. So if you want to design something, create something, including fonts and all of the things that you see here, some of these were probably maybe even purchased directly from Creative Market. And again, you have to read the terms of use if you are going to buy it from there. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? All right. Well, so here's my pep talk for you guys. I am so excited. I am. I really am. Week 1, we are technically in the end of week 3. So week 1, we learned about print on demand. We talked about the challenge, and we looked at, what are we trying to accomplish this week? I think our goal that first week was a minimum of 3 designs and a maximum of 4. So it was a stretch goal, because we were getting acclimated with, hey, let's get our Etsy account set up. Let's go. Hey, let's get our Canva accounts created. And so you have the option of either creating 3 designs or 4. Then week 2, then we were like, okay, let's do this stretch goal. So we're either going to create a minimum of 5 designs, or we're going to stretch out to 7. That was last week. So if you were at the stretch goal, you had at that point created 11 designs. If you were not at the stretch goal and you're just doing the minimum, you created 8 designs. But it's okay. Wherever you are in this journey, that's the end of week 2. Now we're in the end of week 3. And this whole time we've started off with just starting with the basics of doing printables, and with the goal of getting comfortable with Canva and getting comfortable with the Etsy platform. That's it. So something basic that somebody can download and print. And we have looked at a whole bunch of printable designs over this whole period. And they are some of the easy, like table of contents. Like, come on, we can do that. All of us can do that. We can, even if we typed it in a Google Doc, we could do that. We didn't have to be as fancy as theirs is. They got multiple colors. But do we have the ability to do it? Everybody here can do that. Like this person, I think I showed you guys my alphabet that my son did. Like, okay, the letter A, and then the letter B, and the letter C. Like those are flashcards. And all he did was start off with the basics. Like, I'm like, don't do anything complicated. White background, black letters, alphabet. Okay, mom. He did a big A, little a, big B, little b, big C, little d. See, so, just doing the basics, nothing complicated. So whatever your product of choice or whatever was your inspiration when we started this journey, continue down that path, because again, it can become something bigger. When I told you, like, okay, we're going to start off with the basics, my son is doing stuff that's like for a preschool workbook. Well, at the end of the day, 3 months from now, he literally will have all the content for his workbook done completely. And then he can create a workbook and be able to sell it online. So all of the designs that he created will evolve over time and become the content for his workbook. All of the recipes that Hazel has available to her, as she continues to create recipe cards and then decides what she wants to do. Maybe she's going to do a apron with some like cute picture of, cooking and, making turkey. I don't know, put a turkey on the front, and maybe, whatever her Hazel's, turkey recipe, whatever she wants to put on it. At some point, she will come up with a book for her recipe book. Charlotte and her scriptures, again, starting off with quotes from the Bible and using them as cards. And these are great cards that you could create study cards for kids and study cards for couples and study cards for teens and study cards for singles. And just, you could go all different types of directions with what you can do with quotes and, themes around love and around forgiveness and around hope and all of that and joy. And then that potentially becomes maybe scriptures that she puts on a journaling notebook at the top of the page. And it's a low content book with lines all through it. And that's it. Or it's either the quotes at the bottom, the scriptures at the bottom. And maybe she has a little dove or a cross or some flowers or whatever. And the rest of it is just all straight lines. And she now has a journal that she can sell, and she can create journals for teens and for kids and for couples, and it just goes the gamut. I just want you to see how you can take what it is that you're passionate about, and it can evolve and become something more, and you can stay within that niche the entire print-on-demand journey. It is entirely possible to do this. You just have to take the first step. Create the first design. However imperfect it is, as one of the ladies that I love following for years, she always used to say, launch it ugly all the time. It can be ugly when it first starts. As you continue to do it, it's going to get better. It is going to get better. It will. So just go ahead and begin the process. If you are still early in the stages, do what you can to start your print-on-demand journey of doing printables or downloadables. We're going to make it basic. We're going to make it easy. You don't have to make it elaborate. There doesn't have to be anything fancy about it. It can be black words or black lines on a white sheet of paper. And then eventually it will evolve and become something more, where we're just going to start with the basics. And I'm not saying your first design, second design, third design, fourth design, or fifth design is going to sell. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we are building the muscle that is needed to develop, one, endurance and consistency in this business, so that if we end up creating 100 designs and 25 or 30 of those are the ones that sell over and over again, it was the journey with the entire 100 that got us to that place where we found the sweet spot for those 20 or 30. And it's okay. This is not wasted time. This is building muscle time. The first time someone goes to the gym when they're working out and they, lift, 50 pounds, and they lift it 10 times, they don't come out looking bulky. It takes them a while to get there. So it's okay that this is part of the journey. We will get to the destination, but the journey is where all of the action actually happens. So that is hopefully my motivational pitch to you tonight. It's not a pitch, really. It really is. I really want you guys I want you ladies, all of you, whoever's listening, I want you all to know that this is possible. This is doable. And when I figure out when I'm going to do my 30 print-on-demand designs, and one day I'll say, okay, I'm going to record it. I'll probably broadcast it live and say, okay, I just want to show you guys that you can do this. And let me show you how. And just it just burned through it. But I have to already do the pre-work in order to do that. So, any questions for me? Anything you want to add, ask, tell me, challenge me on, not challenge me on. Say, Nicole, you're crazy. This one says a to-do list. It's lines and boxes with some words, and that's it. You can do that in Canva. It's a calendar. This is some words with some dots on it, put in a frame. You know, nothing exciting. None of this is, this one just, it has Wi-Fi. I can make that. I will tell you when there's a place called 25N Co-working, which is where we host our live events. And when you walk in, they actually have something very similar to this that is almost identical with the wood frame and everything. They have the signs for the Wi-Fi everywhere so that people can walk past them. So it's like a portrait. And so I'm like, oh, I could have made that. I could have created that for y'all. So this one, nothing. See? Harriet Tubman. I love that. So with that, we've run over our time. I'm sorry about that. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. I will see you tomorrow. We got this. You got this. We're going to do this. All right. I will talk with you later. Bye for now.